Hi, I'm John. Welcome to the Crippled Stud. Today I'll be showing you how my father-in-law and I built cabinet boxes. My family was here to visit, but also to help with the kitchen. We had to move quick and I needed to learn as we built. There won't be much assembly documentation in this video, but when I build my upper cabinets, I'll make sure I show every step of the process. So what you're looking at right now marked out is the toe kick. See, I got another marker right here. I was set to 4.5 inches by 3 inches wide. So initially you would come up 4.5 by 3. So it'd be about 3/4 inch lower. But we're going to be putting in these cabinets sitting on the subfloor and then adding hardwood floor, which is typically around 3/4 of an inch. So we added that 3/4 there. All right, so now that we got our toe kick cut out, I want to do a dado cut into this for the bottom of my shelf. So you guys can see that I've done my left and my right limit essentially. So I know where I have to stop with. If I lift this up this way, you can see that I've only cut about halfway through the plywood. So at this point, I'm going to cut out the rest of this groove right here, which is called a dado. Now that we got this dado cut out here, what I would do from here is I'd just clean it out a little bit with a chisel until it's a little bit more even and uniform across the whole way. After that, I'd take a cut-off piece of what I'm already using to make sure that it fits in there. Not too loose, not too tight, and this feels like a pretty good fit. To show you what's next and what the side panel would look like, I would have this dado down here. My other side panel would have a dado corresponding with that, so later on I could put the bottom piece of my box in. I'd move on to putting a rabbet up here for my stretchers and a rabbet down the back for my back panel. Now, if you don't want to do a rabbet for the front and back stretcher up top, what you can do is use pocket holes. To each his own. I prefer the rabbet because it has a more support to it. It has more glue surface, and I just like the fact that it's resting on something and it's going to be nailed in or screwed in from the side depending on the visibility of the outside of their cabinet box. But I've seen it done both ways. I was just taught to do it with a rabbet up top. And again, you want to make sure you're using same material, so 3/4 inch. So you want to have a 3/4 inch rabbet on top so your stretcher is not proud of the top of your box. So when the countertop sits on it, it's nice and flush and it's not wobbling back and forth. This is my father-in-law. He's been doing finished carpentry for over 20 years. He's really good at what he does. I'm really blessed to have him as a dad. He has taught me more than woodworking. He taught me about being a dad, a husband, and a humble servant. The common problem with kitchen sinks is the slow leak that happens over time. As we all know, this is not good for wood. So my father-in-law had the idea of making this base out of PVC. We'll seal it with silicone just in case there's a small leak, and we'll be okay. And here comes one of 5 boxes we built in just a couple days. You can also see the offset between the range and the microwave. Previously we had 18-inch cabinets on either side of the stove. We doubled that to 36-inch cabinets on either side of the stove now, which will give us more countertop space as well. When we go to do the upper cabinets, we'll make sure we match the top to the bottom. Thanks for staying tuned this far. I really hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed building those boxes with my dad. I want to take a moment to recognize the rest of my family too. They helped from the build process to making meals, doing dishes, playing with the kids. Without all of you, it would have been impossible to accomplish what we accomplished in such a short amount of time and still had time to visit with each other. So I just want to let you all know I love you and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for everything you did. And for those of you that are still watching, I want to address some things you may have seen in the video, like the fence line missing some planks or the retaining wall that might have been falling apart. Those are future projects I have and future projects that I plan to share with you. But right now our priority is the kitchen, and I hope you stay tuned along with this journey with us. Thanks again for joining us on The Crippled Stead. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. See you next time.